Welcome back. Rundu Annual Trade Fair recently commenced on the 25th of October and it will end on the 2nd of November. SMEs and business owners are participating in the fair and showcasing their products. Tonight, we are joined by the chairperson of the Rundu Annual Trade Fair, Francisca Kupembona. A very good evening to you, Francisca. Thank you very much for joining us on Business Today.
Good evening to you too, and thank you for having me.
Now, Francisca, let's take a bit of a look at the history of when the first Rundu Annual Trade Fair was hosted, as well as what was the thinking behind the event, what really necessitated having an event of this nature in Rundu.
Yes, thank you very much for the opportunity. The Rundu Town Council first held the first annual trade fair in 2016. So before that, it was held under the auspices of the then Kavango Regional Council, under the Rundu Urban Constituency, under the leadership of Honorable Nimrod Muremi. So they were the ones organizing this event. Sometime it was called the Summer Festival. However, the Regional Council realized that it was imperative that the Rundu Town Council take over hosting of this event. Hence, for the first time, Rundu Town Council hosted this event in 2016. The idea behind this is merely because to bring together entrepreneurs who are doing businesses in the town of Rundu, extending in the region itself and beyond. Right. So this is just a platform where businesses had to be given a chance to showcase their products and services being hosted in one house.
Right. Francisca, we understand that hosting and having events of this nature does have a host of challenges. I mean, even considering where the festival has been since 2016 and up to now, what were some of the challenges or notable challenges that you've experienced at the beginning and how you solved them to essentially add value to the fair?
Yes, challenges are always there. Organizing an event of this magnitude really, first of all, requires funding. At the current moment, the Rundu Town Council, in its annual budget, make provision of some substantial amount of money earmarked to the hosting of this event. So, however, these funds are not adequate because there are a lot of necessities that we need to take care of, such as improving and renovating the infrastructure around the trade fair area. We also had plans on how to improve the infrastructure around the trade fair area. So funding is one of the challenges that we continue to experience. However, we are really grateful that on an annual basis, when we host the gala dinners, we have been seeing a positive trend in support that is coming from the private individuals, companies, the commercial banks within our town. So, and they are really coming on board to assist us with their pledges. All this is earmarked at preparation for the Rundu Trade Fair and the successful hosting of this event. Right. The second challenge is that this is then before we before the Rundu Town Council took over the management of the Trade Fair Center. The Trade Fair Center was built by the then Ministry of Trade and Industry, now Ministry of Industrialization and Trade. Before then, there was no venue, a big venue that would really host an event such as this. However, we are really grateful that the Ministry of Industrialization in 2015 constructed this infrastructure that has really enabled the Rundu Town Council to host this event. So basically, these are the two that I can mention, right, with regards to the preparation of the event.
Francisca, is there any tangible investment outcomes from the trade fair since its inception? I mean, considering the fact that events of this nature is really trying to get together entrepreneurs, trying to get together respective stakeholders, from your financiers to those that are selling goods and services.
For the Rundu Town Council itself, we are saying we just want to create a platform for entrepreneurs, government agencies, private individuals, the startups and what have you, the small and medium enterprises, to come together in this one house at this point in time for them to come and showcase their products and services. But in terms of investment for the Rundu Town Council, for us, it's general to create that conducive environment for businesses to take place, for coordination, for networking of these businesses that are participating. For them, really, I think what is tangible will be them getting to network with other companies, network with one another, exchange ideas in terms of how they can run their businesses and so forth. But for the Rundu Town Council to point out of tangible results is that for us, this is really, apologies, it's a non-profit making activity.
Right.
However, we are geared towards enabling or creating the environment for our businesses to come together. Mind you, there are some ministries that are not decentralized. For example, Ministry of Mines and Energy. They are here at the trade fair to come and showcase, exhibit the products and services that they offer as a ministry, whereas they are not based in Rundu or in the Kavango East region for now. Hence, if they come to Rundu during this time of the year, once a year, it's a platform for them really to come and exhibit and give information with relate to the products and services that they offer.
Yeah.
And really, it is beneficial because the communities are then brought services closer, contrary to them perhaps, conducting trips to Windhoek for them to come and, consult and get services that they would require from a ministry such as this one.
Francisca, there has been there has been public debate regarding the relevance of trade fairs and trade shows. And do you think that, they are still relevant? And what do you try to do each year to really outdo yourself, essentially?
Yeah, for the Rundu Town Council, we really try our level best to improve year on what we are bringing to the people during the trade fair. Trade fair shows are really relevant and they are important. And I believe if local authorities or the organizing committees of the various trade fair embraces this, it will contribute positively, especially to local economic development. As we speak, we have more than 130 exhibitors that are exhibiting at our show. So you can imagine that all these people came from afar. They are not all based in Rundu. Those that came from other towns, those that came from outside Namibia, they are, inhabiting at accommodation facilities in town. Therefore, the lodge owners, the hotel owners are benefiting from this. The shops, the retail shops, they are also benefiting. Our street vendors who are selling smaller items alongside the road are benefiting from these visitors that has come on a short period of time within this town. When they come here, definitely they will come and invest their monies that they brought with or receipts from what they are selling to visitors that are visiting the trade fair center. For us, really, trade fair shows are very important.
Right.
They remain relevant. Therefore, there's a lot to gain out of trade fairs.
Francisca, talk to us about, or rather take us through the breakdown of this year's events since the trade fair started and what is planned to happen until the very, very last day.
It's a week-long activity that we had planned. And we have lined up a lot of activities within this trade fair. First of all, tomorrow is going to be the official opening of the trade fair, which will be done by our patron, the Deputy Prime Minister, Honorable John Mutora. So that is tomorrow morning. And then there are also business presentations that has been planned by the various companies that have indicated that they want to create awareness, they want to do a business presentation. So there is also then this platform for them to do that during the course of this period. And we also have entertainment. At entertainment, we have a lineup of music show that will start from Thursday. We'll have a gospel night. On Friday, we will have a hip hop music band that will be presented under the auspices of House Guru Gang, where they've also invited a South African artist by the name Nonkwazi, who's making hits around the SADC region. So, and then on Friday, we'll also have music show by various local artists with different genres. So we have a lineup of event. And lastly, we will also have a livestock auction. There's already indication from some of the farmers here that they are likely to bring more than 60 cattle to be auctioned on a Friday morning.
Yeah.
Others will bring pigs, and others will bring goats. So we are looking forward to a whole busy week-long program during the trade fair.
Francisca, something that I did want to bring to you is, from a town council's perspective, or rather the Rundu Annual Trade Fair organization, how do you ensure sustainability and also the positive impacts that come from the trade fair, ensuring that the communities and the individuals, from your SMEs to the participants, they can sustain all of the progress that they are making there?
For us, as I indicated earlier, is to create this platform. There are businesses that are not known. There are small businesses that are aspiring also to be big, like corporate companies, the big successful private individuals that have successful businesses. So we really, for us, is just to create that platform where they are given an opportunity to come and learn. When they are learning, when they are exchanging information, when they are networking with other successful companies, they are able to pick up 1 or 2 lessons out of this, which will then, when they go back to their various business places, various homes where they do their businesses from, they are able to implement some lessons that they've learned out of here. For us, that will then contribute to the sustainability of their businesses, because they would experience some challenges perhaps which they on their own would have not been able to address. But when they come at these trade fairs, they are able to ask questions, network from others that are perhaps doing similar businesses on how they can improve their products, on how they can market their products, so that they are known. At the end of the day, there are those entrepreneurs who comes here not being known by others, but at the end of the day, they will share contacts. At the end of the day, they will be known that there is this a small SME who's doing mutete juice, for example. And then how is it that other companies can then assist? How is it that other individuals that are interested in the same trade, for example, how can they be assist? How can they assist them? In a way, for us, our intention is really to create a platform where these businesses, where the entrepreneurs get assisted, so that at the end of the day, their businesses do not just survive a shorter period of time, but they become sustainable and live longer.
Francisca, before I let you leave, any future plans that you have for the event going forward from a strategic planning perspective?
As the preparatory committee, it is a mammoth responsibility, and we want to ensure that the Rundu Annual Trade Fair is held annually for the future to come. So our intention really is also for us to plan on how the Rundu Annual Trade Fair becomes a sustainable activity on the calendar of the Rundu Town Council. So we also learn and benchmark from other trade fairs, like the Ongwediva Trade Fair, a very successful trade fair that is held in the northern part of Namibia. So we want to really emulate as to what are the best practices that they do in terms of organizing an event of this nature. What is it that the Rundu Town Council can learn from them? We do know that the Ongwediva Trade Fair is organized by a private entity, if I may call it that way. As a town council, we also want to learn as to, if the town council decides to, remove, if I may call it that way, this activity from being organized by the employees, because that is what is happening right now. After learning lessons from others, how do we really want to ensure that strategically the Rundu Annual Trade Fair continues to live? The Rundu Annual Trade Fair is held, even growing bigger and better as we have seen over the years.
Right.
And this year we are really pleased that we have made improvements in this regard.
Francisca, that's all the time that you have. Thank you very much for your insights, and wishing you all the best. I will make it a point to come to Rundu, hopefully within the next couple of days, so that I can also enjoy myself at the.
Before the week come to an end, you will come and have a great time here. Thank you for having
Definitely.
me.
Thank you very much, Francisca. That was Francisca Kupembona, the chairperson of the Rundu Annual Trade Fair, talking to us about the trade fair currently on the way there, ending on the 2nd of November.